Got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the end zone is Smith-Marsette. Now they can't bring him down.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Let's go now. Needle. Check, smash. Ready?
Young off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They run with a 3rd-year man, Chuba Hubbard. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Young on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 43-yard line.
All right, come on.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
His throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for the Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the end zone is Smith-Marsette, fighting his way through contact. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but we think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Third and short yardage, Young. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Come on, back.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. It'll be Young again. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Young to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A run straight ahead with Achane. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
You look at this Carolina defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Short pass to Howard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They've got to take care of business first.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now here's Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after 1. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now here's a throw. It's complete.
Complete to number 15, Jonathan Mingo. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 39.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Cut.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
I think we all need some time to adjust to Thielen moving the sticks in a new uniform. Figure the Minnesota native, Minnesota State grad would be a Viking for life. He's in Carolina now and gets to be the veteran star helping along a very young but promising offense.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ready up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Young now. His throw incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ready?
Right back to Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard taking it in from the 20. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On first down, back to Achane. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Dolphins at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Come on, 2.
Up the middle, Achane. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Panthers 49-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's taken to the 26. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. It's Young off play action. Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Hubbard is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Ready?
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the
Ready.
first down.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's into the clear. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Hey, go steal. Ready.
Young to throw it. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Young on first down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Go now.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Achane. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. There would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit, but, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That was 2nd down throw for Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Young here, you can see, changing the play. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted.
Down. 10 cycles. Ready.
Now a toss. Hubbard going left. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He completes this one to Mingo. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Man in motion left, Mingo. Again, it'll be Hubbard. Well, he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are able to widen their advantage. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Meanwhile, Young's throw complete there to Thomas. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's got Thomas yet again complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has.
Ready.
2nd and a couple.
Yellow, go.
A give running right. It's Hubbard. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Ready?
The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. There he goes, right side. How about this? He's to the 10 and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football, you often find good running lanes.
From the end zone is Smith-Marsette. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I'm going to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
That throw by Young incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Panthers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
All right, come on.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Now Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. A run straight ahead with Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it.
To a hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Big swing by the Dolphins in 2022, acquiring Chubb from Denver in midseason. Only 2.5 sacks in 8 games with his new team, trying to get more consistency at the 2-time Pro Bowler in 2023.
Looking to throw, Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Third and long for Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Young looks to throw on first down. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Tua. Here's Achane to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles. But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half.